Oh, hey, look, I got the letter. Everybody.
Oh.
What to say?
Really? Will you show us?
Who's it from? It's not Oasis, is it?
No, it's not from Oasis. It says it's from someone named Lights.
Lights.
Oh, another friend of yours.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Is it from Vespa? No way.
No. Here, let me open it.
The hero's light?
What? Hold on, I don't even
Why
know
didn't
yet.
I get a letter then? That seems something of an oversight.
It says, look behind you. Huh? Oh my god! Ugh. Zanzibar, what are you doing here?
What? You keep popping up.
No, I was just checking in. I was seeing that you got the letter. I wanted the letter. Do you have a letter
God,
for
you
me?
can't keep doing this. Oh my goodness. You're so spooky.
Well, that's to each their own. But
Well,
we're jumping ahead of the story here. We need to get back into it. I'm from episode 6. What am I doing here?
well, thank you for your
Episode.
letter, Lights. What's an episode?
It's don't worry about it. It's in the meta. Don't worry about it.
Go home, Zanzibar. Go home.
Okay, Zanzibar.
Welcome to Power Word Fail, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. My name is Carlos, and I am the Dungeon Master for these lovely heroes. But enough about me, let us get to the real stars of the podcast, starting with Austin,
Theric, the grave singer.
Katie,
Idalia Rowan, bearer of the hero's light.
Andy,
Pickles. Or Nora. Or Andy. I don't know.
hello darkness, my old friend, Nathan,
Zorim, the strategist, ready to make a bunch of bombs and deploy them.
and last but not least, Ian.
Ambrose Bussant, undercover.
And once again, my name is Carlos, the Dungeon Master, for our first campaign of Chosen of the Crystal Crown. This is episode 28, which is, fun fact, 2 away from 30. And without further ado, yeah, awesome. Nothing like a self-esteem boost when I get claps for deducing. Anyway,
Really basic
real
addition. Yeah. Big snaps, Carlos. Big snaps.
I is smart. And without further ado, let's get right in it. So, you are in the top of Vilvanis's loft. You have heard Spunkles speak, really for the first time, and it is Ambrose and it is Pickles who have heard this, and he looks around at all of you and he just says, "Hello? Is this thing on? Am I speaking? You all look astounded."
Yeah, you just said you're not a dragon. What?
What do you mean? I didn't say that.
No, it's,
What's going on?
What is happening?
so Spunkles can talk.
Yeah, he says peace, he says go fuck yourself, he says, lots of things.
He
He called
specifically
someone a
says
dick
dick.
once. Yes.
He did say dick once.
Thank you, Adalia.
That was pretty funny.
No, he can fully form sentences now. He's in my head.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's in your head?
Yeah, it's curse, and I throw the stone in the bag of holding.
Oh, well,
what?
that is a problem.
Ambrose, could you hear him? Could you hear him too?
Yep, I can.
Oh, somebody else pick up the stone.
You could
I'm not
definitely
touching
hear
that
me.
thing.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
I will, unless you want to.
No, I have no particular need to speak to Spunkles at this moment, but I think we should give everyone else a chance.
Oh, that's makes me terribly sad.
You made him sad.
I'm sorry, darling. I think you're very cute.
Okay, give me the rock.
I pass it to Ferric.
Hello.
So yes, continuation. Not a dragon.
That is correct. Well, somewhat correct. I guess I am dragon in certain ways, but not in dragons. In others. To be completely honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what I am. I know I am dragon-like. I know I have magical abilities, but that's as far as my recollection. I do not, how do you describe it, relate? I do not relate to those things you fought in the cave, or the things that have been flying around the landscape. I do not converse with them. I do not have kinship with them, I don't feel like. but I feel as though I'm like weird distant cousins.
So you're a nice dragon.
Well, I think some dragons can be nice. I haven't met a not nice dragon that was at least alive.
Ambrose, it's okay. He's nice.
I gave up the rock. I cannot hear what it's saying.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you what he's saying.
Oh, no, trust me. I do not care.
Oh, do me a favor, Mother? Do me a favor. Could you please, tap on the rock 3 times for me?
I really don't like how you said mother.
I
Is
think
mother
it's
not
adorable.
acceptable? Is it mom?
No.
Mama?
It's whatever.
Mommy?
No.
Master.
Especially not that one.
Mother is fine. Mother is fine.
Oh,
Pickles
excellent.
will walk over and tap on the rock 3 times.
Hello? Can you all hear me now?
Pickles
And as-
dies.
You all will die now.
Well.
I was kidding. As Pickles taps on the rock 3 times, the magical aura that's coming from the rock lightens and glows, and it's more of a bluer, brighter light, and you can all hear Spunkles now as he says, "Hello." Yes.
Oh, hello,
Look
darling.
at that.
Hello. Hi.
Can anyone hear you speak now, or just us?
Well, it's just the people that I wish to speak to.
Oh,
Otherwise,
How
it just
very
sounds like
convenient.
the squibbles and squabbles of what I do. Yes, it is convenient.
Can you hand me that rock, Merrick?
Oh yes, I forgot I was Merrick. Here you go.
Yeah, I tap it 3 times.
I don't know if it
Seems
works
as
for
though-
you.
Can he hear me now?
I mean, he's holding a rock.
Ambrose cannot hear me? Oh, perfect. He's such a dick. Why is he so mean to me?
I think that's just a little bit
I don't think we
strong.
can hear him anymore.
No.
Oh, is it just anybody can hit it 3 times? That seems really inconvenient. I
We
feel
got
like that
taken
should
off
be-
speakerphone, I think.
Well, I mean, Ambrose is still holding the rock, so Ambrose can still hear
Ambrose can
him.
definitely still hear
You
him.
guys can
Yeah.
take it. You know what? I didn't say I want to keep it.
I will take the rock, thank you.
Can you tap it 3 times again? This is really
I pass
inconvenient.
it.
Okay, three taps. Zoreem taps it 3 times.
Don't call Ambrose a dick again. Pickles just says it out loud.
Well, yes. Hello, everyone. Family. First of all, I love you.
Oh,
Second of all, you are very much into some scary shit. The scariest shit I've ever seen. Well, I don't have a lot of experience in life, but
I was just going to say I don't believe you've seen anything, but
no.
us.
Everything is the scariest shit I've seen. But I feel as though that this is more scarier than normal. But anyway, let's get to the matters at hand, shall we? We are in danger, it seems.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We're aware.
At least it's
Addressed.
self-aware.
What are you, if not a dragon? I'm still confused about that point.
It's difficult to say. I am dragon-like, I will not deny that. But it seems as though I am something else. What
Probably
is
a
it?
Goliath.
It's possible.
How would you know that, though, Spunkles?
Well, sometimes you look upon yourself, and you reflect on the things that you are and that you're not. And when we fought those beasts in the cave, I did not feel a kinship to them, nor did I feel as though I was exactly like them. But in many ways, I felt above them? That's not the right word. Maybe,
That's very rude.
It's a little elitist, Spunkles.
well, not in a status sort of way, just...
Are you some
Think of
sort
a-
of dragon god?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Spunkles?
prime evil awareness this whole area to figure out what exactly is Spunkles.
I mean, it
Because
makes
that would
perfect
be
sense to me. It's like I'm not actually a tiefling, nor am I actually a wizard, regardless of the form that I take.
Wonderful.
No, it
Thank
makes
you.
sense.
Yes. Ambrose, can you just pop that into the chat so I can
Yeah.
read that again?
I haven't used it since episode 3, so.
Great episode, y'all. Hope you heard it.
it was a really good one.
Oh, here it is. There you go.
Ah, perfect. You sense that it is a dragon-like.
Okay.
Is a dragon.
You also sense elemental, and oddly enough, fey.
Can I see if there's anything else in Mournstead with primeval awareness, like fae, fiends, and undead I should be aware of?
Within a mile of you,
Yes.
well, there's definitely various kinds of fiends. One below you, you know, there are tieflings, right? There are
No,
different
those
fey
aren't
creatures.
considered fiends.
Yeah, those are humanoids.
No, those are just humanoids.
Silly Carlos. Tieflings are humanoids.
Just because we have horns doesn't make us evil.
Never said that.
You're just evil regardless.
That means you are literally human.
So, there's definitely you sense some fae for sure. No undead, no fiends, nothing like that. No, not within a mile of you.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Seems like he's a fae, dragon, a bunch of other things.
That's amazing.
What's a fae?
Well, Ferric's a fae, aren't
Yeah.
you, dear?
Am I a ferric?
No.
I don't think so, darling.
Oh, so sad.
You're kind of related. Like, Spunk was your father. And, yeah.
Yes, I love that. Uncle Ferric. I love it.
I do not know how to feel about this.
Happy, honestly.
Okay. Spunkles, darling, we are so pleased that you have found a way to communicate with us, but I am afraid time is of the essence at the moment. Do you want to be involved in the planning, or would you rather curl up? We can take you off, we can do the tap thing again, if needed.
Well, I don't mind listening on in. I do love a good curl, and a good rest. I do like to nap. I'm very sleepy most of the time. But, in terms of what we do, I am with you to the very end. Especially Mother. I love Mother.
Told you, Ambrose.
Could I talk about something? Is that okay? I haven't been able to speak what I want to say.
Of course, dear, what is it?
I do miss Father.
We all miss your father.
You do.
I am sure we will see him again someday. I know it. It's in my bones. Something like that. But I apologize. I will simply curl up, listen, and if you need resources, please do. I am a good scout. I could scout things. I can go unseen for a time if need be. And I have a connection with Mother that would be most helpful in battle.
Cool.
How marvelous.
Yes. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Just want to say I love you, and I hope Uncle Ambrose will love me one day as much as I love him.
Can we get back to the plan?
Not anytime soon, I guess, but that's fine.
I love you too, Spunkles.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Eugene. Oh,
We all do.
Aunt-
Don't let Ambrose fool you.
Zareen?
Zorim, not Eugene.
Oh, whatever you want to be. It's
Zorim.
oh, sure, absolutely. My apologies. Let me go back now. You may tap the rock 3 times.
Okay.
Please.
All right, darling. Have a good nap.
Thank you.
Well, that's an interesting development.
Can we talk in the other room just for a moment?
Thank you.
Sure.
I think you could hear my thoughts now.
You could tell them that I can close myself off. I don't mind giving privacy.
Just put the rock down.
Sure. Let's go talk in the other room.
All right.
Spunkles, fingers in the ears.
Puts his little dragon hands up to where his ears, like, little ear holes would be.
As soon as we're in the other room, I'll immediately say, he's adorable. I've really come around on him.
Okay, I think we all may need to reflect on what just happened. Spunkles isn't a cute pet anymore. He is listening to our conversations, apparently, and possesses powers.
Spying on us.
We don't know that, dear. We don't.
And spying for who?
He loves us. He said it
Thank
like
you.
4
Look, is it
times.
just a little weird that a baby dragon has full consciousness
Yes.
No.
And vocabulary?
and vocabulary?
Yes.
No one has taught this dragon vocabulary or language whatsoever, and it's picked up a full dictionary.
I have told you already that when I came into existence, my mind functioned exactly as it does now. This is not unprecedented.
This world is full of smart babies.
I'm going to go compare Dahlia, then look at Spunkles and see if Spunkles has any form of anatomy, crystal anatomy, that kind of looks similar.
Similar?
Like crystal-born dragon is what you're looking
Yeah,
at?
is
See
this
a crystal-born dragon?
Is this a crystal-born dragon?
I'm trying to think what check that would be. Because it could be nature,
Arcana?
but it also could be arcana. But it also could
Yeah.
be perception.
Well, if we kill him and he turns into dust, then...
Oh God!
That's horrifying. It is Arcana. Make an Arcana check for me.
Okay, I will do that. Luckily, I only have +2 in that. 13.
There are no direct, like, glaring similarities in terms of, like, the composition, in terms of the magical, like, with Adalia, you could definitely get right away that Dahlia is not a human, that has some crystalline essence properties to them that make them who they are, make them crystal-born. You don't necessarily sense that magical essence coming from Spunkles. There are definitely an elemental aspect of Spunkles that definitely is similar, but not like the same. It's not like crystal-born dragon.
Okay. While I have that door open, I'm going to squint at Spunkles, unsquint, and close the door again. Back to the room.
I have a question. Do all strange men on the side of the road have fey creatures to give to us?
This is the
It
second
seems
one.
so.
We
Yes.
met one, and we got Strudel, and we met another, and we got Spunkles.
And you met Spunk and you got me, so...
I was
true.
about to say that.
Spunk was pretty strange. I'm Spunk.
So, I don't believe that Spunkles would have any ulterior motive for spying on us. That doesn't add up to me. Or I don't see how this changes other than us treating him more like a child and less like a pet.
We don't even know if it is like a child. It has a fleshed out vocabulary much unlike a child.
Pretty sure he's smarter than me at this point.
He says, "That's not true, mother." Sorry.
Hey, no listening.
Dear.
No, sorry.
Well, I don't know there's anything to be done about it at the moment, but perhaps just keep it in your heads moving forward that Spunkles is capable of complex thought and understands everything we say. All right. So, are we still waiting on that letter from Waterfall, or were we all
Yes.
planning to head out now?
I have not heard from Waterfall.
All right. Before we go anywhere, everyone, I wanted to explain to you why I stormed out this morning. Well, a few things. I swear I haven't been hiding anything intentionally, but, first of all, when Spunk passed away, did he ever tell any of you of the dream he had? Of the thing that gave him his power?
Only that he had the dream to facilitate the creation of many heroes.
Well, he dreamed of a light in a dark pool of water, and after he passed away, the light came to me.
Oh.
It said that Spunk had passed on the hero's light to me now.
Wait, that was a real thing?
Well, it definitely visited my dreams,
Oh.
and now I can do this, and she'll sort of bring Sacred Flame alive in her hand, and it's like not like her other powers that kind of course through her tattoos. It's just holy radiance in the palm of her hand, and then she'll just, close her hand to her fist and kind of put it over her heart. And so I just wanted you to be aware of that. I was going to tell you yesterday, but the day sort of got away from us in multiple ways. And then last night I dreamt again of a city besieged by a dragon and a shattered temple. And my sister was crushed in the rubble. And if the first dream is true, and it obviously is, then I think you may have killed the only family I had left. So
Oh,
Did you see the dragon?
I saw the dragon, and I want you to know that I'm trying very, very hard not to blame you, because I know you didn't intend for anything like that to happen, but I just wanted to let you know, in case I don't do a very good job, I suppose, that I am trying
I'm sorry.
Zareem is visibly holding back comment.
And then, this makes it sound like I've been keeping an enormous amount of secrets, but one more thing. Last night, while everyone was dancing, I stepped away for a moment to, listen in on Ambrose's father. I was hoping to get insight into their plans, or to see if we had been spotted, or
That's a good idea.
anything like that, but, I'm afraid it was a little more dire. Your father, Ambrose, here speaking to something terrible, though. Something that sounded like evil itself. And it told him that he had failed. And then it told him that you were lost. And that he needed to take you out of the equation.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going
I
to
didn't-
insight check Idalia.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
She is being completely honest with you.
You see Jonathan Bastile's hardened face. It drops. Eyes are low, looking at the ground.
I'm so sorry.
And I'm trying my best not to make eye contact with anyone.
I wanted to give you one more night, free of the burden of the knowledge. And then after I dreamed of my sister, I ran out without telling you, and I'm sorry about that as well. Is there anything we can do for you?
No, let's just save the city. I need some space.
Zareem will pat Jonathan Bastile's shoulder and say, so, back to the plans then. Holy Watcher bombs.
I believe we've moved past the bomb plan.
Oh,
I think we're planning to go to Evangeline's father, aren't we?
Do we still think that's a good idea with Ambrose's father?
Well, if Ambrose's father has been corrupted, then perhaps his rejection of our plea for help is not a reflection of the leadership of Mournstead overall.
Cornelius Abernathy is not corrupted like my father.
Okay.
He's a dirtbag. He's greedy, and frankly, no dark entity would even work with him.
Jeez.
thanks.
I think we're better off just going to him. And honestly, if it doesn't work, then
We're no worse off than we already were.
I mean,
Okay.
it's our last option other than violence or something. I have no idea what to do next.
Evangeline's it is? Then
Yeah, let's go make a deal with the devil.
this sounds horrible.
So as you exit your way from that room, Spunkles will hop right up into your shoulder, Pickles, and kind of curl himself into his usual spot. And you'll even feel maybe a little prick of a dragon tongue hit your cheek
Ew.
for the first time. And from there, you'll head downstairs. Vilvanus will be waiting for you and says, "Hello! Are you done with your secret dealings? How is your companion?"
Better. Coughed up a hairball.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Will
Right.
you be staying long? I probably should open up the shop for a little bit.
Oh, no, we're heading out now, Vilvonis. Thank you again.
Excellent.
Vivanis, we really appreciate everything you've done for us.
Thank you.
Of course. Friends of Marcus are friends of mine, like I said. And if you need anything, you let me know. I'll do my best to help you, of course.
Of course. Thank you.
Yes. Well, good luck.
We'll need it, I think.
We definitely will.
Aye.
As you exit into the streets of Mournstead, the crowds, the assortment of different peoples, the complexity of the landscape, the cultures blending together has become somewhat familiar with you now. And some of you it's familiar as it has been your whole life. Some of you it is becoming a learned trait. As you head towards, I guess, which way do you go? I'm not sure all of you know how to get there.
Jonathan, how do we enter the jeweled quarter without the little badge you showed them?
I still have the badge.
But will the guards also not recognize you and thereby be suspicious?
I mean, he's Jonathan.
I mean, I could just make my way into it. Maybe if we just play it cool. I know that the jeweled quota allows other people to come in if they're in need. Maybe we just wanted to see the church. Could be any reason. So maybe we don't tell them.
Tourists.
Exactly.
Rich tourists.
Very well. I think that in this environment you should take the lead, yes.
Yes, I agree with that.
We'll follow your lead then.
You want me?
Yes.
Okay. I'll lead the way.
Excellent. You make your way down the familiar paths, crowded streets, towards the Jeweled Quarter, the Averages, Sorry, I'm thinking of words. I can't think of words tonight. Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries, COVID brain.
You head towards the Jeweled Quarter, and the buildings and the streets become less rustic, less average. They start to form into more of a noble exterior, cleaner roads, nicer brick, and you eventually make your way to the gate of the Jeweled Quarter. It is heavily guarded. There are 2 guards on the bottom, in front of the gate, checking people in. There are people on top of the precipice, looking down with crossbows as they are on watch and high alert. You stand in line, and eventually your time to come to the guards approaches. What do you say? What do you do?
What time of day is it? Is it still morning?
Solid 11 o'clock now. Like it's definitely getting into more of a afternoon time.
Okay. Good afternoon. I'm
hello.
Sir Jonathan Bastille. I'm here to see your jeweled quarter.
Jonathan who?
Bastille.
Don't afraid I know you. You from around here?
No. I'm here for business. I would like to see some of your wonderful stores. Will you let us through?
Afraid you have to have better reason than that, friend. It's not like we're just accepting any old riffraff into the place, you know? So, think you'll need to head on out, unless you have proper business with someone, or live here.
Are the merchants in the Jeweled Quarter not open for business?
Looks at all of you. I believe
What?
you're...
We're dressed nicely.
He sees that, and he looks up and says, nonetheless, I think your business might be better suited for the Gold Quarter. Reasonable prices down there, and... well,
Oh, that is a shame.
Sir, I think you're mistaken on the
call me
commerce
poor.
that we're trying to.
He does not know who my father is.
he looks around, like, what? Who's your father?
My father, you may have heard of him, and you may want to reconsider. He's coming to town, you see, and he will be very nice to those who are nice to me, and very terrible to those who are not.
No, it can't. You're not Zeus's.
My father, you have heard of him.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to be speaking his name here, sir.
Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to the elf? Oh, just not. Let's see. Merrick, go ahead and make a deception check with advantage.
That's a 24, baby.
Woo!
Woo, great, because the other one was a 10. So, yes.
Yes.
So he looks around the other guards like, what are you doing? Just let them in. You want to die on a spike tonight? The other guard kind of frantically looks around and says, absolutely any family of Lord Commander, his grace.
Don't do it.
Just go on. Will you? Just go on. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, dear.
You guys need training in keeping secrets. My God. Nora's just gonna push past.
Who was she? I don't know. The other guard whispers in here.
That is my assistant, Nanya.
None your business.
Nanya business.
I was about to say Nanya who?
Briella will draw herself up to her full, 6.5 feet of height, her very dramatic black hair, and just stare down at the guards as she passes by them.
She's right intimidating. She looks important.
I'm with them, and I'll just hurry after everyone else.
Must be the help. Okay. You make your way past these guards and into the familiarity of the jeweled quarter. Ambrose, you would know that most of the high-born noble live away from the main gate, and if you were to pass through the main gate, you would look to your left, you would look straight ahead where the Ivory Guard HQ, the Temple of Vespa, is there. But if you look to your right, you see that there's a path that leads downward, and most of the nobility live not on the high rock, the highest point of the city. They live right just below. So not to live as high as the royalty, but right below them. You would make your way passing most of the finer folk, the nobility. Definitely a sense of anxiety, a fear from the people as you basically smoke bombed your way through the entire place a couple episodes ago. And as you walk for a few minutes, eventually you find your way to Ambrose, you would know as the Abernathys estate. Hello there, my name is Vilvanis, and I'm here to talk about this week's sponsor, Fan Roll Dice. Fan Roll Dice is an amazing dice and accessory maker, and you could find them at fanrolldice.com, where there's an assortment of goodies, including liquid core dice, misfits, and many others. Go ahead and use the code HOMEBREW to get yourself 10% off, and that's a lot of percents. Again, fanrolldice.com, officially supported by me, Vilvanis, and isn't that enough? fanrolldice.com. Use the code HOMEBREW to get yourself 10% off. Let's return to the show, shall we? Bye-bye. It is a large, beautiful, noble building with white brick and black exterior as well. Different black window trimmings. A beautiful garden rests out front with beautiful roses in bloom. You see that there are gardeners working on the outside, the exterior, the lawn bedding. And there's no gate per se, but there is somewhat of a walled opening that you can walk through that enters into the garden. And you make your way to the front door. Or what do you do from there, I should ask?
Can I do a quick perception check to see if anybody's paying a lot of attention to us, or maybe somebody followed us from the gate after we declared we were part of Zeus's incoming group?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, bad. 13.
From what you can see, it doesn't look like you've been followed. It doesn't look like anyone's really paying attention to you. It seems maybe that normal processions of people entering into this house is probably common, or at least important looking people, that is.
All right. Ambrose, should you lead then?
You see Ambrose just looking at the Abernathy mansion, just kind of stunned. And he, yes, let's go.
Okay. Making your way to the door. A large, beautiful oaken door with familiar black coloring, gold trimming, really giving a sense of the majestic awe of the place. You know from your surroundings that the Abernathys loaded. They have a lot of money. They are very well off. What do?
I just knock on the door.
I gawk a little bit and try to conceal the fact that I'm gawking.
This house is also so big.
Yeah.
The garden is beautiful. Did Evangeline have an affinity for such things?
I actually don't know.
She really loved flowers.
After a time, the door swings open and a elderly gentleman with balding hair, maybe a little bit more of a paunch than you would imagine, with regal clothes, soft, kind eyes. He opens, he says, "Well, how to do? What can I do for you?"
Would I know this gentleman's name? I've seen him before, possibly?
Oh, absolutely. You know this man as Roger. Roger Cleves.
See the butler?
Sir Cleves, pleasure to meet you. And I bow.
Oh, I haven't the pleasure.
I've heard great, wonderful things of your work and your service. I am here to meet Cornelius Abernathy.
Oh, well, I do say it'd be hard to do that right now. He is indisposed at another meeting. So, if you're willing to wait, I do apologize. Who are you?
I am Jonathan Bastille, and these are my companions. I bring news for... I look kind of into his eyes. Evangeline Abernathy.
He kind of stops for a second. You bring news of Evangeline? It's been a little while since we've heard from her. Is she not with you, or did she send you as messengers? That sounds like something she would do.
It is urgent, Roger.
So Reem glances up. Is the skywriting still declaring that she was killed?
It's a different sky right now, but the first
Okay.
one would have been visible here.
Yeah, I mean, as big as the house is, he might not have seen it, but
He doesn't seem to be aware.
yeah.
Well, yes. Why don't y'all come on in, and if you wait out in the foyer out here, we will definitely we'll get to meet with Lord Cornelius eventually. Please come in. Please come in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any croissants?
Oh, no, we don't have any croissants. I'm sorry. I can get you some nice lemon water if you want. Some mint water. We have mint
How
water
about
if
pie?
you like that.
Do you have pie?
No, we
This
don't
big
have
house
any
like this,
pie.
no pie.
No,
It's
no
not-
checkered pie. No, yeah, I'll have a mint water.
I'll have a lemon
Mint water
water.
sounds fantastic.
And
Absolutely.
as Merrick walks through the door, they duck. Obviously clearing the gate, but they duck out of habit.
Yep.
Well, that was all. Anyway, I'll be back with the refreshments. Just wait down here, and once the Lord is available, I will bring you up to his chambers. Will you excuse me?
Thank you. Sooner the better.
As you enter into this grand hall, it is as magnificent and as detailed as the outside. There are many ornate pieces of furniture, beautiful works of art, even the rug laying the marble stone is exquisite. You do see there are many pictures of what seems to be the relatives of the Abernathys. You might get a glimpse of Thomas Abernathy. You might get a glimpse of Helena Abernathy. But eventually you do find the current family portrait. At least it is a man who looks somewhat wise, but also somewhat deceiving. There's an air like he just basically looks conniving almost, like there's something going on. And then you see the woman next to him, who is by all accounts a beauty, who is by any standard, beautiful, and would probably be the most beautiful person in the room. Yet there's something is like in her eyes that when you look at, the painter did a really good job of, there's just a sharpness to her. And then of course all of you besides Adalia would recognize the portrait of Evangeline.
Is that her?
She looks so cold.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, she looked pretty warm to me.
She was lovely.
She was great.
She's so young.
That she was.
That's right.
Yeah.
Only the good die young.
I wish I could have met her.
I don't think you guys would have gotten along, honestly.
No,
but,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
either.
No.
but I
Really?
think you would have loved, sharing a drink or two.
You would have liked her cat.
You'll hear Spunkle say in your mind. He'll pop out from the hood. He'll look at the portrait and go, "Mother, is that your friend? The one
Nope.
who passed?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
I see. She's quite beautiful.
Yep.
Anyway, I shall return to my nap. And he'll pop his little dragon-like body back in the hood.
Zorim would want to be sure to like put a hand on Jonathan's shoulder while they're looking at the picture. Just she'd say, I'm here.
Thank you, Zorim. And I just kind of like crappy smile, lips together. I think we should just wait. And I cannot look at these anymore.
Very well.
After a time, you hear the doors somewhere above you fling open, and then you just hear a very familiar sound to some of you.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm very appreciative of you. Zanzibar loves you, and you have been quite a guest. Good night. As some of you remember, Dolly, you would have no idea who this person is, but the familiar purple tunic, the peacock feathered hat, and the elegant trappings of Zanzibar comes down. He looks at you as like, "Oh, hello, friends. What are you doing here? I've missed you."
Who are you? I've never seen you before in my life.
I don't.
You don't
I
know
don't
who we
know
are.
you.
We're
Who
at your
are
car.
you? Excuse me.
Don't be shy. I know you from somewhere. You have such familiar energy. It's fantastic.
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know you. I've never met you before.
Quite a weird man.
What?
Nothing.
Can I insight check?
What are you insight checking?
Does this dude have true sight? How does he able to tell who we are?
I don't know how insight checking would do anything. You couldn't tell.
Is he looking cold into my eyes like he actually knows who I am? Or is he like, hey, you look familiar? Like, he came out as gun blazing.
Right, like
Sure.
he's either starting some kind of scam.
Does he recognize us, or does he say, "Hey, friends," to everybody?
Right.
Ah, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh my god, natural one.
He
Wow.
he seems to know who you are. You can't tell if he's either can see who you really are or he's just faking it. You're not able to tell the natural one there. 7. Ma, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen you. Zanzibar miss you.
It's been years. How are you,
Oh,
Zanzibar?
no, it's not been that long. It's only been like what? A week? Maybe? How's
I feel
Strudel?
like it's been long.
Oh, fuck. Strudel
Strudel.
is fine.
Oh, that's good.
Currently busy.
Good. He kind of leans in. He comes closer to Zareem, and he just leans in. You all look so different. Why do you look so different right now?
Oh my
It's
god.
So confusing.
What? Are you aware that Strudel... We look no more different than Strudel does at times.
No, there was one of you was very short and goblin-like, but not. One of you was an owl thing, a kiln, and there was someone else with you, and there was someone who looked very depressed, just gloomy.
As always, it was great meeting you, Zanzibar. And Ferric is like pushing Zanzibar out. Like,
wait,
Does that sound like us, Zanzibar?
No, I sold you paint. I never forget
you
someone
want-
I sell paint to.
Do
That's
you
a
want
weird thing to remember.
See Strudel? Would you like to see Strudel?
Oh no, I sold that thing to the gal. Where is she anyway?
I know, but
Aren't
but
we
would you
literally
like to
standing in
see-
front of a painting of Evangeline right now?
Yeah.
100%.
Would you like to see Strudel again?
No, I think I'm good.
Just
I
a
sold
second.
that thing. That was crazy. I forgot to tell you, it's not a horse, but I mean, it's kind of a horse.
Yeah, no shit.
We found
Oh,
that
you
out.
figured that out?
We found that out.
Yeah, you figured that
yeah.
out.
What is he precisely, sir?
Oh, I don't know. He's not a horse, though. He's crazy. He turns into a guy eventually. But yeah, Zanzibar. Sorry about that.
Zanzibar, we're here for an important meeting. Get.
Oh, so was I. Yeah. Collect
What were
my
you
debt.
reading about, Zanzibar?
Oh.
Oh, you have a
Oh,
debt.
I was
Sorry.
given a note of. I was given a note. A note of
Oh,
debt
that-
owed.
that is true.
Came to collect on it.
Did that work?
Oh yeah, I got my vote. This is all good. It's on the road now. You should have done another one that's, good stuff. Keep on paying those. Well, anyway, Zanzibar's out. If you need anything, you come to my shop down there, down the street here. Okay?
Oh, you have
All
you have a
right.
shop here. Okay. Yes,
Oh,
we
I've got
will.
the shop
We will come
everywhere.
visit. We will definitely say hi.
Oh, good. I give you a special deal.
I'm sure you will.
All right. Well, anyway, it's good to see you, friends, and stay true to yourselves.
I know.
my God.
Really quick, I didn't realize how good I could do that, but I did really well. I gotta
What the hell? That was weirdly terrifying.
Yeah, I was
Bye,
just like,
Zanzibar.
Oh, bye. See you later.
just a normal
See you
human with
first.
true sight just walking around on this planet.
What is that man?
Probably
Whatever
some
he
kind of
is.
strange fey creature.
I hate him. I hate him so much. I'm glad he didn't see Spunkles. That would have been a problem.
That would have been more than a problem, I would say.
I'm afraid he probably did and just didn't let on.
What kind of
is
debt
he?
would he be collecting on?
Let's
Evangeline
gave
left
him
a
a note.
letter.
Evangeline,
I-
remember, was like, I gave you a note. My dad will pay you for the horse.
Oh, fuck. That's right.
Oh, right.
He
That's right.
actually
That's right.
came. He actually came.
I
I
can't
like
imagine.
how I think both Austin and Ferric forgot that.
I can't imagine that the price of a horse, no matter how purple or not always a horse it is, would be much more than, pocket change to the man who owns this house.
You're definitely right
That's
about
true.
that.
That's true. Should we kill him? Should we get rid of Zanzibar? I feel like he's going to be an issue in the future. I don't really
I
condone
have
murder,
a
I
but
don't think it's
terrible
warranted to
feeling
die.
that man terrifies me.
I don't
Nora,
know that
let's-
he's killable, in fact.
That's,
Let's table that for
probably
later.
true.
We have other concerns at the moment that start with Z and end with Eos. Let's come back to Zanzibar later.
I thought you were
I
going to
think it starts
start
with
with
an X.
Z. And yeah. Zanzibar is the one that starts with Z.
I guess so is Zorim right now, but no, Zeos is the concern. We should focus on Cornelius and
Oh, yeah, we're
Zeus.
just waiting. I'm just coming up with plans while we're sitting here.
So who should do all the talking?
Not me.
Oh, definitely me. And that's a joke, I promise. I won't say anything.
I will bring the news. I think it's only fair. And, Ferric, if you want to take the lead after Merrick.
Ah, okay.
After a time, Roger comes and with the teas and the mint tea and the mint water and the lemon water, he hands you the glasses and he says, "All right, now let's. Lord Cornelius will be waiting for you upstairs. I'll take you to him and just mind your P's and Q's and make sure you make sure you just tread lightly. Lord's on edge right now, so just hopefully nothing bad will happen from here and." He'll be calm and collected. Very anxious right now, very stressed. But anyway, let's go upstairs.
And why is that?
Oh.
Why would any news
Oh,
going on you should be aware of?
I'm not privy to tell on the Lord's business to strangers, you understand.
Oh,
anyway,
please, Roger. Please.
Make a persuasion check.
I bat my eyes for advantage. I'm not kidding.
Roll the disadvantage on, please.
I'm kidding, alright?
I know,
Jonathan
right?
Bastille, this hulking mountain of
13.
men batting his eyes.
Yeah. He says, I do recognize you're probably good folk, but I don't make a common practice to tell the Lord's business. You understand, of course.
I
Of
understand.
course,
Thank you.
Roger.
Yeah.
Of course.
Totally.
And Ferric, or disguised as Merrick, just tilts the glass of mint water towards their face and sticks their tongue in it and starts lapping it up. I think this is the first time that they've been in public drinking something with an actual mouth.
Okay. When you take the water, you drink it. Roger looks at you oddly, but then shakes his
Don't
head.
mind him.
Right, of course. Let's go. Make on our way. And as you head up the stairs, the door will be opened, and Roger will go in and says, Lord Cornelius, you have guests again. As you wait for a time, Roger will come out, and he'll say, Lord Cornelius will see you now.
Thank you, Roger.
Of course. And he'll allow you to pass by. You will enter into the office of the study of Lord Cornelius Abernathy. It is as elegant and as plumb and as extravagant as you would imagine a high-born noble of some power and obviously vast wealth. There are various wild animal rugs in many places.
Oh dear.
There are what appears to be candied apples just sitting on the table, kind of the couch area where people will sit and dine. There's a magnificent piano in the corner. There are books aplenty, of course, books that look very much more like they're expensive books. They're golden lace. They are well kept. From what you can just, your first image is power, wealth, and vanity. And you walk in, you see the Lord Cornelius, you see Evangeline's father. He is he's a sight. He is very much a high-born lord, extravagant. He has a somewhat graying hair, but you do see that it was once blonde, very much similar to Evangeline's hair color. And you see his eyes, and for a second you get taken aback because they're very similar to Evangeline's. You would say that Evangeline gets her eyes from her dad, and you will notice he's wearing extravagant clothing, and he seems to greet you with a warm smile, and obviously you can tell that he might be putting on somewhat of a political face here. He'll look at all of you, he'll say, well, come on in now. Welcome. What can I do for you? I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting. My name's Cornelius Abernathy, of the Mournstead Abernathys.
My heart.
And you are fine friends.
I am Jonathan Bastille.
Oh, Jonathan Bastille, it was a pleasure to meet you.
It is a pleasure to meet you as well. And you'd start noticing that, like, it is very hard. Like, I'm trying to communicate, and it's just like, I am here to bring you news about...
News? Well, Fred, you didn't even introduce your associates. What are your names?
Apologies, Mr. Abernathy. My name is Briella.
Merrick.
He'll look at you, Briella, just stare. He'll kind of lose composure for a moment.
Oh, because of Miss Scarlet.
And then he'll just kind of shake his head and he'll... Briella, is that your name?
Yes. Have we met before?
Very good to meet you. I don't think so. And Master Elf, your name again?
Merrick.
Wonderful to meet you, Merrick. And the rest of you?
Sorim the Splendid.
That's a pretty name.
My name is Nora from the Farrington Noras.
That is not a pretty name.
It's okay. I think it is.
Jeez.
Rather plain, if you ask me. Well, anyway.
What an asshole.
I mean, I didn't say otherwise.
Well, now
Lord
that we've
Abernathy.
exchange. Yes.
On my travel, I met Evangeline Abernathy.
Evangeline? He seems to, when you say the name, he seems to give a sense of just longing and desire. But then something snaps him back out of it, and he kind of just, yes, my daughter. Wild one, that one.
She's
what
wonderful.
about her? There she is.
We met.
Are you here to ask for her hand?
Oh.
I
No.
simply cannot allow that. I've already found a suitor for her.
Oh?
Yes, I know of Brown. I met her and traveled to Northwatch, and deep within the city. I am sorry, but she was killed by a beast, a creature created by Lord Zeos. And I reach out and grab her ashes out of my pocket.
Lord Cornelius Abernathy will stare hard at you, Ambrose. He'll look at the ashes. I don't know who you think you are coming in my home and telling me such lies of vulgarity. I can't prove that that's the case. You could bring a jar of dirt in here all you want. Doesn't mean it's, my daughter. Is this true?
I pull out the jewel necklace that she had as well.
He screams that is this true, but as he sees that necklace, he stops mid-words and he'll look and
Ambrose Bussant saw her die.
he'll stop. His complexion changes. Maybe realizations are flooding for the first time. Maybe the true Cornelius is on display. Maybe he simply has been living with a false vendetta against something, or convincing himself that something is wrong, and at this moment it doesn't really matter, for you see pain in his face. His eyes start to tear up. You're just saying that Evangeline is dead.
I'm sorry, Cornelius.
No.
She died fighting a creature of great power. She fought valiantly, like a hero, something that you would be extremely proud of.
My little baby girl's gone.
The bastard that killed your daughter is coming to Mournstead.
Lord Cornelius will sob in his hands, and his stance comes slack. He sits on his desk, and the brokenness of a parent who's lost their child is before you. And he'll wipe his brow. He'll stand up. Tell me more. You said Zeus.
Yes, he breeds monsters beneath the city.
And that's why we need your help.
I would very much like to help you, but it's one thing bringing me the ashes of my daughter. It's another accusing a commander of a noble city of Mournstead of treason. Is there other proof that you have of this?
Well,
Friends, I will fight beside you.
would you trust an eyewitness account?
If you had one, that'd be mighty fine.
Alrighty. Adalia is going to cast Major Image. We're doing it again, guys.
I'm gonna move closer to the door because of what happened last time.
Because of what happened last time. So, this time it will be a little less showing like dead children and, traitors hung from the walls. Because this guy just lost his daughter. But showing the monster growing labs, the crystal-born being slaughtered, the people Zeus sucked the life out of. And I will, if I have any memories of Zeus doing this, me seeing him do it, any of these violent acts, I'll put those in there too.
This image comes before you all, and Cornelius stares for as long as you play. No words. His face looks grim. And I would imagine after a time, he waves his hand. He says, I don't want to see no more of that.
I'll end the spell. He has killed every crystal-born in Northwatch and many, many others, including your daughter. The people there starve, and he has shuttered every church, stoned the faithful, and he comes to Mournstead tomorrow. Will you help us?
You said he's killed every crystal-born in his city?
All of them.
Well, that you don't... Were you friends with Evangeline?
I never met her.
Well, any of you must You all must have known her.
Yes, the rest of us knew her.
I've known her.
Aye.
Well, his face grows even more solemn. I have to tell you something about Evangeline's mother.
What?
If what you say is true, then I've lost my daughter, and I've possibly lost my wife.
Where is she?
Where's Adelaide?
Some time ago, she went to Northwatch, and I've been keeping correspondence with her. But if what you say is true, then Lord Zaos surely knew her true nature.
Is she crystal-born?
Yes,
How long ago?
a month or so, at least.
Was she in
did
the
not-
company of Lord Zaos?
You must understand the levels of high society. I could not be at all places at all times, and Lord Zaos and I would work in deals. As it were, he said he had a great avenue of business coming that would greatly profit my family if I would just simply invest. And I mean, it seemed nothing. There was no word of this monstrosity happening, at least nothing in the high life of our great city. And I sent her on bidding to be a voice for me where I could not be. She was a very powerful woman.
Carlos, would I remember this? Would it have been like pageantry if an important person came to the city, or would I have ever seen her in Zaos' company while I was like embedded as Miss Scarlet?
Go ahead and make me an intelligence check real quick.
Ugh, not my best. Hang on. Big money, no whammies. Nat 20, baby!
Ooh.
Hey, let's go.
Nice.
Let's go! 21!
So you would have known that it was very secretive. I will say that you knew that a very highborn woman was coming to the city, and that she was in the company of Zaos. It was not announced, and maybe you have a recollection of how annoyed that made her for a little while. But then she, was gone as soon as she came, and you thought no more of it. There was no word, no whisper.
And then I never saw her in Zaos' company when I was being Miss Scarlet.
No. And maybe Lord Cornelius will say, and it was all in much secret. It was secret dealings. Zaos said that it wasn't strictly legal yet, or at least it was grade. You understand that some things are best kept under the rug versus coming out in the wash, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes.
But if what you say is true, I will not deal with that beast. I will have his head on a spike.
Good.
Well, here's the thing. The
go
Ivory
ahead.
God is in on Zaos. Specifically, Isaac Boussaint.
No, you cannot. The Ivory God is impeccable. They are champions of goodness and righteousness in the light of Vesper for all to see. Now that you must...
So they say.
Are you who you say you are? Now, I might be a simple man.
I look at everyone.
I nod.
I'll make a deal with you.
Oh, no.
All right.
I'll tell you who I am, and you don't tell people who I am. That's it.
And I'll add to that deal, you tell no one my wife was born of the crystals.
Deal. I'm Ambrose Boussaint.
You are Ambrose Boussaint.
That's right.
You are much taller than him.
Like I said, I'm undercover.
You look like a different person.
I'm undercover.
If you are undercover, I must say you are undercover quite well indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Abernathy.
We met a flesh weaver.
A flesh weaver. Interesting.
Zaos has put out a bounty on our heads. A very high one.
I know indeed. 10,000, now it's 15,000 gold per head. No longer alive, but dead.
Right. And Zaos wanted us dead before we told you this news.
So did Ambrose's father.
Can I say something? Christopher, who's been just like silent this entire time. He might have even tried to speak, but no one was buying it. Can I help you? yeah, my name's Christopher Stonehall. Yeah, Zeus is a bad guy, and we are good guys, so you probably should, like, work with us, right? Everyone, right?
Christopher.
Those are the facts.
Anyways, back to the conversation. Cornelius, if you tell the Abbey Guard, you will be killed. I'm asking you to facilitate a meeting with the Queen so we can tell this news before the city is destroyed.
Zeus marches on Mournstead. We want to warn people so that what happened in Northwatch does not happen here.
At once, if what you say is true, you have the facts, you have the images. We must have a strong case if we are to meet the Queen and raise accusations against someone of high birth. It is our laws.
Yes. We have our knowledge of what has happened, and I have the ability to show what I have seen. Do you think it will be enough?
Oh shit. Can I go to the door and open it just real quick and see if Roger Cleve is like listening in on us?
Roger Cleve!
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. You could definitely open.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards the door, definitely, but open it, like so he doesn't hear my big stompy feet.
Make a stealth check.
That's even if he's there anyways. 21?
Nice.
I should make you do it like a +0 because you're no longer Ambrose Busan, but we're good. We're good.
I'm still Jonathan Bastille.
You open the door stealthily as you move, and there's nothing there. There's no one there.
Okay.
Well,
Mr. Abernathy,
yes.
we hope you can trust... we hope that you believe us and that we can trust you with our news. If I may ask, why did your wife hide the fact that she was crystal-born? Are they persecuted here as well?
It is not necessarily a choice of persecution. It is simply a matter of her desires. She might be still a curious woman, proud, noble, vain. I think from what she has told me that she was picked on, made different, and she saw her whole life to be normal, to be acceptable to the class of which she married into. That is why when Evangeline kind of looks on, Evangeline worshipped the prince or told us about the prince, she was distraught because that is an unnatural worship by all accounts. The fear of her losing not only her daughter to class, but also to the same fate that she began as a young one like herself it weighed heavy on her heart, and she was too cruel to Evangeline. But when old hurts are open, it's hard to heal them back up.
I see.
I'm sure Evangeline forgives you. And Adelaide.
He looks solemn. Friends, we have wasted time sitting and talking of the past. There will be time for that. We must make our way to the castle, the noble palace. I will use my status and my standing to get us a meeting with the Queen. She will hear what I have to say. Plus, I have a few favors I can call upon in court.
Splendid.
Can I look around the room and see if there's any weapons in here?
I mean, yeah, it's not hard. There's a long sword. There appears to be a box that is locked, but has very much a unique shape that looks to be holding some sort of weapon. There is some spears that look decorative, yeah.
Anything with any serpent motifs?
The weapons do not look like serpent motifs, no. Okay. Friends, we have work to do. Let us make our way to the Queen.
Does the Queen have like anti-magic stuff? Do we have to be worried about, popping back to us?
Court mages have anti-magic capabilities, but I do not know if there's a standing stone or any kind of field that would deflect magic.
Okay. This'll be fun.
Lead the way.
Well then, Lord Abernathy, I suppose we're going to see the Queen.
As you walk out the door, the time to meet the Queen will have to happen next week.
Woo!
Thanks so much, everyone, for listening to this episode of Power Word Fail. If you like what you hear, go ahead, leave us a review, give us the stars. The reviews help us in the almighty algorithm, and we really appreciate the wonderful things that you say. Also, too, make sure you follow us, add us, whatever you need to do on our socials. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're even starting TikTok, so that's fun. And give us a like, give us a subscribe. We really appreciate everything that you do in terms of giving it to the machine, so to speak. Also, too, go ahead and join our Discord. We're active there. It's really fun. We're probably the best Discord ever. Humble brag. But if you want to meet us, talk with us, it's totally okay to do that, and we're always there. So come and join the family. Also, too, if you have the ability to, go head over to our Patreon and support the show. Great news is that if you spend $10, you get a shout out with us, where we will shout and sing your praises to the masses. And if you do $25, you get all 3, maybe more shows. Who knows in the future? But at the very end, we appreciate the support that you give us. Also, just want to let everyone know that you are loved, you're important, and you matter. This episode is brought to you by FanRoll Dice, the official sponsor of the Homebrew Network. Go over to fanrolldice.com and get you clicking and clacking. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a good week. See ya!